I see your KS-1 by VFC, and I raise you, the DCA KAC licensed KS-1, L403A1, MWS system gas blowback training rifle from Dave's Custom Airsoft.
This is another Airsoft Mike production.
This airsoft rifle, aka training rifle, utilizes the Tokyo Marui MWS gas internal system and is built to the highest possible engineering standards by Dave's Custom Airsoft.
Absolutely love that it comes in this new Pro hard case. Come on, let's do this. Now, I have seen the VFC one. Don't get me wrong, I think that looks awesome. But I had a choice, buy one of those or buy one of the, oh my goodness. Man, I am super impressed just looking at it. And I've got to say, yes, this costs way more than the VFC version, but visually I can see why. But anyway, quick disclaimer, that bad boy, yes, you are correct. It is a Magpul PMag 30. The real thing, yes, but of course, come on, I live in the UK. Those are inert rounds. And remember, for those of you who are new to my channel, I have a prop store, and that's where that came from, and I decided to buy another one. Nice. Right, so let me show you what you get if you buy this from Dave's Custom Airsoft. And by the way, no, it wasn't a freebie. Anyway, a genuine Magpul MS4 QDM sling. Of course, color-coded Coyote. You also get a very cool and realistic looking 30 round DCA MWS gas mag for the KS-1. Now of course, if you're going to shell out that sort of dosh on a platform like this, you don't stick with one mag. So I bought a couple more, but I also bought one and requested that the magazine follower be removed with follower, without follower. The spring, the follower mechanism, everything in there, nice. And that's done so you can do dry firing, nice. For training situations or, like me, for movie making. And of course, a speed loader. Now I've got plenty speed loaders, but I bought this one also because I want to keep it with this rifle and in the case. Right, let's do this. Oh mate, how stunning does she look? So, first thing I've got to say is, looking at it with the naked eye and then looking at the monitor next to my camera, I can see that you might possibly be seeing a slightly different shade of colour than what I'm seeing with the naked eye, but we will get up close and personal and see how it looks then. But this is stunning. I was wondering if it was going to have that special outer barrel, and it does. We'll get back to that in a moment, but let's just first start at the stock. Now, I don't think I've ever had the opportunity to say this in any of my unboxings ever, but that bad boy right there is a genuine Magpul CTR stock with QD sling points. Nice. And as we move along, we have another QD sling point just beneath that castle nut. And would you look at that rear sight? We'll come back to that in a moment. But anyway, you've got your charging handle, your forward assist. But again, would you look at that rear sight? Gorgeous. Anyway, now I was just about to get onto the controls there, your fire selector switch and everything. But then I've got to bring you back. You've got a genuine Magpul Myad Gen 1.1 pistol grip. Now, what with this being an officially licensed KS-1 from DCA and of course KAC. You've got your markings there on the magwell, SR16, the caliber, Knights Armament Co., Titusville, Florida, USA. Remember I did that Well Pro one not too long ago, and that wasn't official or anything, but I can see where they copied the official version in terms of the design on that awesome looking fire selector switch, your bolt release and your mag release. Now interestingly enough, and I love this, I love these Airsoft mags, but it's quite fascinating that the real mag, the finish on that, matches the rifle more than the Airsoft one does. Nice. Can we just keep it on that picture for a bit? I think that looks awesome. Anyway, they're both correct in my eyes. I just love that this is more matching. Anyway, let's just continue. Ah yes, the bolt. Wait, can we just appreciate this image that you're looking at there? Anyway, the bolt. Now how authentic does that look? It looks pretty awesome. It's almost identical to the real steel one. Now I know technically it's the bolt carrier as opposed to the bolt itself, but that looks awesome. And do you know what else I love about this officially licensed DCA KS-1? Is how authentic the finish is too. Now I know it's Cerakoted, but there's certain parts of it that look a little bit rugged. It looks like it's ready to rock. Sorry, it looks like it's ready to rock. It looks, I mean, it is a British designate. Anyway, I know it's American, but you know, adopted by the British Armed Forces. But anyway, I'm loving, look at even the dust cover on the inside. It just looks rugged and ready to go. But again, look there, right there, of course, is the nozzle for your BBs. But again, they've made this look like an actual bolt. Nice. Technically, it is a bolt, an Airsoft one. Loving the grease there too. Nice. And if you look just there, that's where you adjust your hop up. Nice. Decent, decent. Right, hold on. Oh, nice. And then of course, how could we not draw our attention to that awesome looking, officially looking optics. Double nice. Okay, of course you've got the rail system there, but a rail system is a rail system. What's really drawing my attention to this area of this KS-1, apart from of course the hand guard, the M-lock, your rail sections, and yeah, you've got your front flip up sights. I'm loving, by the way, that these sights do have the Knights Armament logos on there. I'll show you all the different markings and everything in a nice little musical montage a little later. But look inside that bad boy. I love that they've replicated how the real one looks. So you've got all those dimples on that barrel. Now that serves to make the barrel lighter, but it's still a heavy barrel, especially in the real steel world. But making it like that, not only does it look unique to me, again, it serves to make it a bit lighter. And then we get to the business end. Would ya look at that chunky bad boy? Love it. Awesome. And right there is your awesome looking 3-pronged QDC flash hider. Ooh, naughty. So this side, as you would come to expect, everything ambidextrous, your fire selector, your bolt release, your mag release. Again with them awesome looking markings. Stoner rifle looks absolutely awesome. By the way, just like its real counterpart, you can operate the charging handle from either side. You know, with some you have to have 2 fingers and then pull back. You can literally just pull on one side and the other side reciprocates without you having to touch it, and you can pull your bolt back. Nice. And of course, the other side of this awesome looking Magpul stock. And did I show you the butt pad? Okay, let me show it to you now. And you've got your various sling points. I love this. And of course, the other side of the QD sling point. By the way, nice. But I wonder if it's got a certain something just under there. Oh, it's not there. But it doesn't matter. You won't find that dagger across the board on the real steel version. Would you look at that grip? Look at the base. Very nice. Just like the real thing. Oh wait, it is the real thing. It is a real, like I said before, Magpul grip with the logo. Decent. Right, let's have a look at the base of this 30 round gas mag. How authentic does that look? And again, I don't often get to say this. Let's have a look at the real version. Let's see what it looks like in comparison. And yes, it is identical apart from the obvious. Now, obviously, in our airsoft world, we need somewhere to put the gas. So whereas it would normally have your Magpul logo, this bad boy has your gas valve. Oh, there goes that dimpled barrel again. Awesome. Right, hold on. Nice. So I've already got the mag in there that is used for training, so there's no follower in there. I've got some gas in. Sorry, hold on. Can we just appreciate this shot right here that you're looking at? Anyway, let's test it. Oh, mate, that has a decent kick. Shall I? I shall. You know how I said the other day that my rear arms shell ejecting AR was my favorite airsoft platform in terms of an, primary AR? Nothing will ever beat it because it's shell ejecting and it's this and it's that. Guess what? I think I've just fallen in love all over again. This is awesome and it's got some weight to it too. Beautiful kick. Loving the finish. Absolutely loving what Dave's Custom Airsoft has produced here. Of course, it runs on the Tokyo Marui system, so we're talking quality here. This is a full metal build, okay? Apart from the obvious, come on. Do I need to say it? Okay, the mag, the grip, the stock, everything else, metal. Man, I love this thing. As you can see, I'm just playing around with ideas. What sort of furniture I want on this. This is pretty much what I found in my airsoft armory. I'm probably going to swap that out for an L3. I'm happy with that actually. Probably would prefer it didn't have that brand on the side there. Even though I love this brand, I've got loads of their stuff. But who cares anyway, I like that. That's going to stay on there. Probably going to work out a bit more cable management. May or may not use any of that stuff, we'll see. What I did find interesting though, when you look at this setup from the side, that looks like it's too high and that it will get in the way of the front of this sight, but it doesn't. I look through and it completely disregards this. So that's pretty interesting because it literally looks like this is too high, but it's not. But again, I'm going to swap it out for an L3, I think, which I believe is a bit more compact than this one. We'll see. Man, this thing is gorgeous. Dave's Custom Airsoft. You did an excellent job with this thing. Worth every penny in my eye. I know some of you will go and have a look and look at the price, especially with all the accessories with it. But you get what you pay for. This is a quality piece of kit. Before I end the video, because remember I'm going to do a part 2, let's do a quick chrono. Just make sure it is skirmishable for gameplay sites. But we all know what this is really going to be used for. Plus, again, it's a training tool. I love that idea. Anyway, I've got a mag ready. Yeah, right. Anyway, I've got a mag ready. Let's see what she does on the chrono. Man, I love the kick. Seriously, I'm not exaggerating. The top half of my torso wobbles on each pull of that trigger. It even gave the moobs a bit of a wobble. So there you go, very nice. Let's have a quick look at the average. Beautiful. We can call that 344. More than nice for gameplay. Woo! Right, hold on. Nice, and look, beautiful bolt lock back. I wouldn't expect anything less. Look at that chamber. Gorgeous. And you know what else I love? I love that they've replicated the bottom of the trigger guard. That can come off just like the real thing. I decided to dim a lot of the studio lights, and how cool does this DCA KS-1 look in this sort of lighting? Oh my gosh! This gets one big, fat, nice.